Good morning. My second lecture, class 8 NCERT rational numbers, is based on properties of rational numbers. I hope you have done the I hope you have seen my first lecture and done the work in your notebooks. Very well, students, you are going very well. While sitting at home, you are listening to our lectures, responding to them, and doing the work and learning something at home. That is very good. Now, second topic, properties of rational numbers. This work also you please practice in your notebooks. I forgot to tell you about the notebook which was provided to you in the bundle of books. It's a register of maths, big register. It has been introduced in class 8. Big register of maths. So first register you can open and start with your work. Thank you. Closure property. Now what is closure property? What about when we add two numbers 7 plus 5? We get the answer 12. If 7 is a whole number, 5 is also a whole number, answer 12 is also a whole number. So this is closure property, that when we add two whole numbers, we are getting a whole number. Clear? Now what will happen if we add two fractions? Suppose 2 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5. 2 upon 5 is a rational number, 1 upon 5 is a rational number. So if I add them, I'll get 3 upon 5, which is again a rational number. So I can say that addition is closed under rational number, or rational numbers are closed under addition. Clear? Now what about this? Do I get the answer a rational number? Yes. Now if I reverse the case, minus 2 by 5 plus 1 by 5. Do I get the answer a rational number? The answer will be minus 1 by 5. Now is minus 1 by 5 a rational number? Yes. Rational numbers can be both positive as well as negative, because integers can be positive and negative. So rational numbers can also be positive and negative. And I also told in my first lecture that rational numbers are in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers. And Q, the condition is that Q cannot be 0, means the denominator should not be 0. Am I clear? So this is again a rational numbers. So I can say that rational numbers are closed under subtraction. Now what about multiplication? The answer is 2 upon 15. It's again a rational number. Now division. I hope everybody knows this. 1 upon 5 divided by 3 will give us 1 upon 5 into 1 upon 3, which is 1 upon 15. It's again a rational number. But let me discuss one case of division with you. 1 upon 5 divided by 0. Is this defined? No. This is not defined because division by 0 is not possible. So whenever we divide any number by 0, it is not defined. So this doesn't become a rational number. So for division, closure property is true except for division by 0. Am I clear? So do copy all this in your notebook. Second is commutative property. Commutative say that if you are adding two numbers like this, the answer should be same like this also. A plus B should be equal to B plus A, or A minus B should be equal to B minus A, or A into B should be equal to B into A. Clear? So let us check for the addition first. Suppose I take two numbers as 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3. I can add them. This becomes 3 upon 3, which is 1. And if I add 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, this is also 3 by 3, which is 1. So addition is commutative for rational numbers, or rational numbers are commutative under addition. Is it clear? Because both the sides are coming out to be same. So A plus B is equal to B plus A. Similarly, if I do A into B and B into A, they will again become equal. Now let me show it to you for A minus B and B minus A. A minus B and B minus A. Let me check whether they are coming out to be equal or not. So I'll take the same numbers 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3 and 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3. Clear? So 2 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3 will give me 1 by 3 and 1 by 3 minus 2 upon will give me minus 1 by 3. So is this commutative? Is A minus B equal to B minus A? No. So rational numbers are not commutative for subtraction. And if they are not commutative for subtraction, they will not be commutative for division also. A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. So you can check yourself by taking one example. Now next property is the associative property. Associative means if there are three numbers and you group the two numbers like this and you take same three numbers and you group them like this. Now they should be equal for addition, for multiplication, subtraction as well as for division. I'll show you one example of addition. For multiplication, subtraction and division you can do it yourself in the notebooks. 1 by 3, suppose A is 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, suppose B is 2 by 3 and C is minus 1. I'm taking C as minus 1. So if I add them, 1 by 3 plus this becomes minus 1 by 3 and if you add them it becomes 0. Clear? So this side A plus B plus C becomes 0. And now if I take 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, this becomes 3 by 3 minus 1, 1 minus 1. So yes, addition, for rational numbers, addition is associative. Am I clear? So same property, associative property you can try for multiplication, subtraction and division also. Now what is an additive identity? Additive identity means if you are adding 2 to any number, you are getting the same number back. Additive means addition and multiplicative means multiplication. So what should be added to 2 so that you get 2 back? So what should be this question mark? This question mark can be 1? No. This question mark can be minus 1? No. So this question mark should be 0. So whatever we are adding to 2, we are getting the 2 back. So this means we are adding nothing to 2. So this nothing is known as additive identity. Am I clear? Suppose 4, would you add what so that you get 4 back? So my answer is 0. 0 means nothing. Clear? So 0 is called an additive identity. Now same thing with multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity means when you multiply by some number, you are getting the same number back. Now I think with this statement you are able to understand what is multiplicative identity. So 3, you multiply by what number that you are getting 3 back. 3 multiplied by, yes, 1, you are getting 3 back. So 1 is known as multiplicative identity and 0 is known as additive identity. Thank you. With this, we end up with the properties of rational numbers. Please do this work in your notebook, and in my next lecture, I'll be discussing distributive property, which is very important, and this is a new topic for you, which you'll be doing in 8th class only and further classes. So do see my lecture of distributive property. Thank you.